to get into your body stuff. I got to get into the bod stuff.
Oh yeah, because you're the doctor on this.
I'm the doctor now. Yes. Can you not eat your asshole right here, Susan? It's like disgusting. Susan, you just try to moonlight it by licking the tail, but it's Uranus. Yeah, you licked your butt.
Steph Infection.
Jetski Johnson, how the hell are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm happy to have you. I love that you showed up and you're just full decked out in your merch for every goddamn comedy place we've done here.
Do you like Rochester?
You know what? I love that club.
I do too.
I love the guy who runs it.
Oh yeah, Mark.
Yabba dabba do.
Yeah.
This man, you know when you meet some club owners, you like right away like I fucking hate them. He came in hot. He was like, "All right, start the show, yabba do, yabba dee," and I was like, "This guy's crazy." By minute 3, I'm like, I'm obsessed with this man, and I want to work with him all the time.
Yeah.
The club itself, I think I should have been in the smaller room.
I love the club. Even the town, Rochester, though, a lot of people recently have been saying it sucks, but I like it.
I like it. Why do you think it sucks?
I don't know where that started. I hope it ends because it's such a cute little town.
It's a cute little town.
And the owner, he loves comedy.
He loves comedy.
All the owners. The other ones are like dentists. And
yes, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think I just mentioned the other day, but on the weekends, their place turns into a church. On Sunday, they rent out the same comedy space to a church group.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, I found out the hard way because I went. There's a cool thrift store next door, and I was like, these poor people didn't know I was just dipping my fucking pussy on the stage the day before, and now they're like praying for the Lord.
Oh, they got a pastor on the same stage.
Yes, it's the same stage. It's the same room. It's the same stage. Like this is like this is tainted. It feels like
that's hilarious.
I
I felt a good energy when I was on stage. That's probably why.
That's probably why.
You
Savior.
didn't like the room.
That's what it was. Well, were you in the big room or the small room?
The big room.
I didn't sell it out, so it was open seats.
I had like 100 per show, and
that's good.
If it's a lot though, was it like 300?
If it's too, and they put
them
that
all
thing
forward
up.
though.
Yeah, okay, mine weren't set it forward. It was. I want to go back. I love Rochester. I have really good food there. I went to the Kodak Museum. Everything's about food. I'm like food and thrifting. There's good food. There's good thrifting. I loved it.
Yeah, but I'll wear their merch.
Oh, I have that merch. I have the same sweater, and I don't know. I actually have no Comedy Store merch.
Oh yeah, when I worked at the Comedy Store, when I was a door guy there, I would just take all the merch, and now it's so unlocked. Like it's different now.
Oh, it's locked up because I was gonna steal something the other day for Jefferson, and I was like, oh, it's on lockdown. It's actually locked up.
They like take inventory now. They check people in on iPads. I'm so glad I don't work there now.
Well, you are paid regular there.
Yeah, now I work there the way I want to work there. But when I was a door guy, it was not regulated. It was just kind of a wild west, you know?
Yeah. How long were you a door guy for?
A year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Right out of the lockdown into like a year and a half after the lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you weren't, because I was like, I don't think you were doing it for like crazy.
I parked your car.
You did park my car?
Yeah.
My disgusting Subaru. I'm like, I always like, I hear stories about the lot people sometimes like scratch cars. I'm like, you go ahead and use mine as a scratching post.
Yeah, I was
like, I don't give a fucking shit's ass about my 2013 Subaru Outback that's missing 2 mirrors right now. I'm like driving like a circus clown.
The alarm is the only thing.
The alarm is so fucking annoying. You know what's so funny? I just saw door guy Daniel Mokin. I can't say his last name. I can't talk, but I just drove by him. He lives around here. I rolled my window down. I go, get the fuck out of my neighborhood, asshole. And then I drove off. I'm like, I hope he he recognized the car probably, but I looked crazy just saying that for no reason.
Then he's gonna park your car.
He is.
He works the lot now.
He does. I know. He parks the car. He knows the lot, and he's gonna fucking be pissed off that I'm screaming out.
That's where I used to live down the street from here with Daniel, because we were dating. And
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? We dated for like 5 years.
What?
And I lived with him in the house down the street from here. And
the one I used to work out at?
Oh, you worked out there?
For long.
I hated the gym.
Of course you hated the gym. Okay, there was a gym in your fucking driveway with a bunch of loser comedians that were fat alcoholics trying to lose fucking 5 pounds. That's what it was.
And they're all do their take on Bill Cosby, like whatever the relevant news was.
Oh, God.
And then that window that you worked out in, that was my window.
That's hell.
Yeah. Every morning I'd wake up to like everyone's take on whatever was in the zeitgeist.
Okay, well, I wasn't doing that. I was mostly making fun of Matt Lockwood. That's what I was doing.
Oh, yeah. Matt's my friend too. Some of my friends worked out there. It's okay. You guys didn't know what was going on inside the gym.
I don't know why. Why was I behaving like I was a poor person? Like, I'm like, no, he was a good trainer though.
Oh, Dan Donahue?
Dan Donahue's a good trainer.
Dan didn't live there.
Which made no sense. I was all confused by it.
I think one of the roommates, and I don't care to say his name, but he would like outsource to try to get money into the house.
Okay.
And I'm like, why don't we all just work on ourselves individually instead of making the house a business?
Yeah, why is the house a business? We come in here, we live. I didn't. Oh, so that's who you were dating at the time, and you share the dog.
And we still share the dog.
Because I ran into you guys at Starbucks one day. I'm pretty sure that Starbucks, I saw you guys, it was years ago at that Starbucks, and I pet your dog. I remember this. Okay, now I did not know. Because he's Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so, we're still friends, but I had to get out of that house.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it was kind of traumatic coming back to this neighborhood.
I'm so sorry.
I can do it.
Back into this. Oh my God. Okay, that would have been hell. I wouldn't have lasted. I lived with 8 guys in college.
You did? Oh
yes.
my God.
And
so you know.
I know the PTSD of living with men. Jefferson just left for 3 weeks yesterday, and the amount of scrubbing I've done in his home. He's not dirty. He's messy. Piles of stuff. Like his desk right now is piled with shit because I was like, I got to move his stuff somewhere else because it can't be around. Now it's over there. Yeah. But it's very, it's a lot.
I live alone now.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
It's good. I'm learning a lot about myself.
I'm like, oh God, good or bad?
Because I'm really messy, and then until I can't take it anymore, and then I'm very clean, if that makes sense.
So what are we talking mess wise? We talking hoarding? We talking like clutter? Are we talking dirt?
Clutter.
Okay.
Yeah, like it never gets too like dirty, but like I'll change like 10 times before a show, and I don't put my old clothes away.
Yeah, no, I'm same as that. Yes.
Yeah, so it's just like a tornado hit, and then I leave, and then I come back, and I look at my dog, and I'm like, we can't live like this anymore. No. I'm like, we're cleaning up.
I thought that would go away trying on 300 outfits when I did the jumpsuit thing. I'm like, it's one piece of clothing. I put on one article, and I go, somehow it's worse. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Because the amount of like clothes I have on my floor, I just before you got here, my bed. I'm like, I can't let people know I live like this. I will try on 900 things, and I hate putting clothes away. I'll do laundry all fucking day. I'll clean the house. I'll do dishes. The second I have to put it away, I hate putting it away. Yeah, it annoys me.
Why do we have to? Yeah, I hate that part.
Why we can't? And then I'll do all this outfit, and then I'm like, oh, it's just a jumpsuit I've worn 5 times that everyone's seen before. I'm like, I know, why did I do this?
I'm trying to get like the clothes I'm comfortable wearing on stage, because that's where the problem really lies. Is like when I'm performing, I have to feel comfortable, and so and then all my other clothes are like in a different area. Okay.
Oh, so you have show clothes, and then you have your other.
Yeah, I'm trying a different system. Okay. But I'm still going through like all of the show clothes.
It's annoying. Weird. It's annoying being a person.
I feel like male comedians can just like. I know I'm wrong. I'm sure they take a long time to get ready, but I feel like they just roll out of bed and go on stage.
They do roll out of bed. I don't think you're wrong at all. I feel like there's not. My boyfriend is the first time I've ever dated a guy who takes longer to get ready than me.
That's crazy.
The lotions, the skin routine, the hair, the brushing, the gels, the
My dad
serums.
was like that. When he had long hair, my dad had long hair. And he would but he had one bald spot in the back.
So he had to like.
He would take like an hours to like comb his hair and get it the perfect ponytail. And my sister and I'd be like, we're hungry.
Yeah, we're starving. Let's fucking go, Dad. Jesus, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm usually, it's like, I wish I could just not care. But we have to care.
We have to care a little bit.
We have to care a little bit, because if we're ugly up there, we're going to be unfunny. Women are funny and they're ugly. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm trying to care less about people liking me, though. But it's a bad industry to be in. Not care.
How long have you been doing it for now? Stand up?
Oh, I thought you meant not caring.
No.
I was like, it's been like a few days. 13 years.
Okay. So it doesn't ever fully go away, but I feel like I'm at the time now where I'm like, I don't care as much, because you can't.
You can't. There's no time.
There's no time, and what is it going to do for you? You're doing well. You're very funny. The right people like you. Like you mean like you're a comic, which is like, that to me is like a big thing.
No, that makes me feel good to hear. But okay, so I do this thing where I doubt like everything you just said in my head, but I'm learning I'm doing that. So if somebody, like say somebody watching is like, what is she talking about? Jetski is not funny. Then I'd be like, well, I already thought that first.
Okay.
So it's almost
yes.
like I can like prevent the rejection.
Yes.
But so now that I know that, I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that. I could believe in myself.
Yes. Well, also just look at your ticket sales. Look at your fucking pass at the Comedy Store. Like people who are, you know what I mean? Like you're getting booked a lot. Like this industry does make you feel, she loves it, does make you feel like doubting yourself constantly.
Yeah.
And being a woman on the internet. That's what that does.
Yeah, but we can get out of that. We'd be so powerful. We just didn't care about that stuff.
It's very hard. I'm like,
Yeah.
because my special, I purposely, the first joke that I cut from it that I'll put on the internet is me calling myself the Penguin from Batman.
Okay.
Because I get called it so much online that I'm like, as if I haven't already made these jokes when I first started comedy, you fucking talentless hacks. So I'm like, I'm gonna put it first, and then anytime anyone comments, I'll go, please see the clip I posted. So it's done. It's the first clip I'm posting. I'm making the place that I can't say yet post it, and then once it's out, I'm like, there we go.
That's great.
Yeah.
But I think doing that on stage is good and healthy. But if you're just like doing that silently in your head,
no, I don't. I'm like, I don't give a shit's ass. I'm like, no, I don't. Can you imagine just look every day? I'm like, there you are, DeVito.
Yeah,
another day.
I don't
another
think
piece
she
of fish.
cares, but I just, in case, I won't say her name, but I was in the green room and a comic didn't know I was in there because you know the main room, green room, where you open the door and there's that side booth.
Yes.
So I was like sitting there, I'm the only one in there, and she opens the door and didn't see me, and then turned and saw me and started cracking up, and she goes, "Oh my God, I almost just said to myself, I'm a monster." And I was like, do you mean like in a bad way or a good way? And she's no, because I just killed on stage. And I was like,
God.
You say that kind of stuff to yourself? And she's like, yeah, you don't.
I don't do that. That's. I think I know who you're talking about.
Why not?
That's
like you should. And I was also like, because it reminds me of like an 80s like guy at the beach lifting weights, like
Yes.
I rock. But also like, why don't we believe in ourselves like that?
I think to some extent we do, but I think I work harder when I think I've done a bad set.
Same. I need
So I mean, if I told myself that after every set, and then I think I'd give up. I wouldn't be funny anymore.
It is hilarious though. There's something about believing in yourself that much that I find really funny, and I can't take seriously.
I can't take this serious at all. I will bet $100 I know who you're talking about right now. I'm not gonna say the name, but after we press stop on the recording, I'm gonna ask. There's that to me, of course, there's delusion. And I talk about delusion a lot on this podcast because you have to be a little delusional to do this. But I'm like, I find that it works. But then Bobby's the opposite.
Yeah,
Bobby pisses me off. Even Bobby Lee, yeah, I'm fucking talking about you. He'll crush.
Another guy who gets called the Penguin a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, well, on tour, Carlos kept calling him the Penguin. And
he doesn't have the same nose. That's even more insulting.
He has the walk.
Oh, he's a regular penguin walk. I got the DeVito penguin face, and then I don't have the body, which is annoying. Anyways, but Bobby does that thing where he'll fucking murder. 2 days ago in the OR.
Yeah.
Crushes. Going around, I'm like, how's the crowd? I'm like, Bobby says they suck. And then Ted Williamson's like, what are you talking about? He just fucking crushed. And I'm like, at that point, you have to acknowledge that you are doing well. I'm like, but I just have a very high level that I
open for him on the road, and we do like a theater that him and Andrew sold out. You know, I go up and open it, and then I go off stage, and Bobby every time, how's the crowd? How's the crowd? And I'll tell him if they're great. I'll go, they're great, and then. One time he goes up, murders. Every time he murders, he comes back off stage. He's like, "Why'd you tell me they were great?"
It's like, because they were, and he was fucking killed.
He's like, I bombed. Like, why? You should tell me when. And I'm like, I can't tell when he's serious or doing a bit.
I feel like this is serious. I feel like but I'm like, I think he knows. He must know.
He has to have some level of awareness where it's like, okay, I do this every time.
I think he wants to hear it. Bobby, you know you're good. Stop. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I saw him do it one time kind of bad, and he knew. It was at the Improv one night, and he's like, that was rough. And I was like, wasn't great. And he's like, what? And I was like, You want the truth,
That's
asshole.
So funny.
I'll give you the Never ask me if you want the truth. Honestly, ask me. If you don't fucking ask me a question, because I will.
You're like, you can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth, Bobby Lee. No, you can't handle it, because if you do bomb, I'll be like Jefferson, my boyfriend, has been opening for me the road. He hosts sometimes, he'll feature, and it's like he hasn't been doing stand-up for that long. He's done like comedy and like hosty stuff, whatever. But this is, I'm giving him a big opportunity and I'm being very nice and he's very funny. I'm not saying he's not funny, but it's like, you don't know stand-up. So he'll do stuff and he'll come off and I'll be like, that was bad. He's like, what? Like the second he walks off stage, I'm like, it sucked. He's like, what? I'm like, that's a hack joke. I've heard the joke 100,000 fucking times. You can't do the joke anymore. And he's like, oh, okay. But he'll like make notes and he'll like actually listen. But I'm like, maybe I don't have to be that rude.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like scared.
Oh, no, if he bombs, I go, that was brutal.
You're walking home.
No. You're walking back from Milwaukee. No, I'm not that mean. No, I am mean. But you gotta, I'm sorry, you gotta get good.
No, that's good for people to hear. Like, I've heard comics do jokes where I've heard a million of them, and I'm like, if I ever did that, I'd hope someone would tell me.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, I feel like most people who quote unquote stole a joke don't know they stole it.
No, I don't think so. How who's watching everybody all the fucking time?
And we're going like, ooh, that kills. I can't wait to do that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy to think that. So when did you start bringing the trumpet on stage?
I started doing that pre-pandemic. Rita at the Improv would book me at the late night at the Improv, and it was like midnight where there were 6 people left, and they were spread all around the room. And she would just have these people at that level kind of go up and get some time, but also try to sell drinks longer at the Improv,
Yeah.
And so it felt very experimental. So I was like, oh, I'll do it now. And I had also been playing in the Kill Tony band when it was at the Comedy Store.
Okay, yes.
So I'd already been playing trumpet on stage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just not within stand-up.
Yes.
So then it was easier for me to be like, oh, maybe I'll try incorporating it.
Yeah.
And now every time I go on stage, when I'm headlining, I bring it. And then it's about 80% of the time when I'm in town. Because if I'm doing a 10 to 15 minute spot, I like having it. But sometimes if I'm working out a brand new bit, I don't. The trumpet's kind of like an embellishment.
Yeah.
So I don't want to bring my whole backpack.
Yeah, just lug around. Do people like expect it down the road? Are they like ready for the trumpet?
Yeah, a lot of people are. They're like I hope you bring it.
Yeah, well, it's a fun little mix because it changes it up. It's like that's why people love Craig Robinson when he's up there playing the piano. People love a nice little musical. It also, especially in a lineup too, just switches things up.
I've been learning that too. Like, it doesn't, I used to be like, all right, I probably shouldn't bring it if I go up early. And then I'm like, who cares? It's 15 minutes. Anybody on those, especially the Comedy Store lineups, can follow a trumpet. Like, it's not like it disrupts the show.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I don't think anyone's doing things to disrupt the show. I know, I like following different things too because it also keeps the audiences on their feet.
Yeah, going late night is so fun having it.
Oh, yeah.
If it's like 11:30 after in the OR.
Yeah.
And people are falling asleep and I go up and I just play Revelry.
Like, yeah. And they're like, okay. How long have you been playing trumpet for?
Since I was 10. So 24 years.
Oh, shit.
But there were some big gaps when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But now Joel Jimenez and I, we play together on a show called Offbeat about once a month. And so I've been able to play longer on stage with another musician. Like, I don't play in any bands, so that's been valuable too. And I have a pedal board that I plug into.
Oh, that's fun.
It's fun. So like, I don't know. It's like stand up. The more reps you have playing on stage in front of an audience, the better you'll get at it. And then I'm starting to write more like musical jokes, which is fun because it's almost like another language. Like if I can play a couple notes and people are laughing because it's a callback to a song they know or something, it's kind of it's been fun for me to figure out like how to make people laugh without words. Yeah,
that's really cool.
I'm figuring out all these new things and it's fun to have it.
Yeah. I wish I stuck with my flute that I played in grade 7.
Flute's crazy.
It was never good. I think you have to really. I don't know. That's why you're currently looking at an electronic drum kit that's sitting right there. That it is quite dusty. If you've noticed, I haven't really been playing it. I've been away, but because I asked Joel. Also, Joel's one of the first comics I met out here.
I didn't know
when
that.
I moved here 10 years ago. Yeah, we were at the Silver Lake Lounge.
Oh yeah, that place.
That fucking place.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Fuck, and it was him, and he had this toothless girlfriend at the time, and I remember I was like, "This is wild." just like, I mean, she was young. And I was like, get a tooth. It was bizarre. She's beautiful without the tooth. I was still like, Jesus Christ, can you do that? But I remember I met him and we just riffed so well. I was like, and he was so nice. And I bombed. And he was just still so nice to me. It's nice when you bomb and people still treat you like you're a fucking human being.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that don't. I'm sure I'm a bitch to people who bomb too. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, wait a second. But he was so nice and cool and chill. And yeah, I want to do your damn show.
Yeah.
So I did
You should. You know what we should do when you do our show is learn something on the drums and then do the show and play it.
Yes, let me do that.
That would be sick, right?
Let me do that because let me learn a little something because I'm like I want to be. I took like one lesson and the guy I took a lesson from who I did sleep with a long time ago. Anyways, he.
Oh yeah, I took guitar lessons once too.
No, I slept with him years ago off Bumble and then I like forgot he's a drummer. Anyways. Not gonna post this as a clip, which everyone doesn't see this part. But I did one lesson. He's like, "You're actually good. Like you actually can pick this up." And I was like, "Okay, like I have rhythm. I'm not just like boom, like I actually can like both feet can tap away."
Yeah, you have. I think just knowing because you're comedy, like you have to have rhythm in comedy. So like,
do I have rhythm in comedy? I watch my own sets and I go, "What is this?" I go, "This is." I recorded a set the other night at the OR. Just put my phone in the thing and I watch it back. I'm like, "Why are people laughing?" It's just manic. It's
I've had feelings like that too. I'm like,
what is this?
So I have a hater like will write like I don't see the comedy in this, and I'm like, I don't either.
I'm actually like, you know what? Actually, trolls. You know what? You're right. When you call me fat, that's wrong because I've lost quite a bit of weight. But I'm like, when I look at this, I'm like, this is actually not very funny.
The hating comments they crack me up sometimes. I don't like them per se. I worry people hear that and they're like, oh, she likes hate. No. But one time someone wrote like I can't believe she's getting this, or she's only getting these opportunities because she's hot. And I was like, oh, do you think I'm hot? Like, that's crazy. I never got that one before. And then there's whole threads of people arguing if I'm hot or not.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
I like that.
People think I'm like a plant.
A plant?
Yeah, like an industry plant because other comedians, they like me. So they think it has to be like some...
Why can't people just enjoy their own lives? Just enjoy what you enjoy, like what you like, and carry on your merry way.
That's our job, though.
That's our job to carry them on their merry way.
Yeah, we got to carry, especially when they hate us.
Carry on their merry fucking way. God damn it. I'm trying to like really move past the hate and like just focus on the good.
I listened to this on my hike today, but it said if you were like the only person on earth, would you be happy with yourself? It was like a lot of the things like about when you don't like yourself is societal values, not your own values on yourself. Like if other people didn't exist, a dollar bill, you'd probably use it to like start a fire to keep warm.
Yeah,
It would lose its value.
Okay, yeah. I feel like if I was alone and I didn't know any other people, that would be so sad. Would I have my dog?
Yeah, your dog. But
okay, if I had Susan, then I'd be happy. I was like just alone walking around the earth. The hell?
But you'd probably not be thinking about some of the insecurities you.
No, I wouldn't be thinking that is my nose prosthetic, which was a big argument on one of my most recent videos.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah, I wanted this. I got this molded out of clay, and I went going on stage at the Improv on Friday night. Better put on my nose piece. You fucking Facebook psychopath.
That's hilarious.
Were you in band in high school?
Just picturing you getting home from a set and taking your
my nose off. Oh, that was a rough one. Like, why would anyone do that? It's so fucking psycho. And
you're like Sia, but with your nose.
Yeah.
So people don't recognize
your
you.
Trumpet bag is just my nose bag. I just have a bunch of different noses sitting in there. They're all fucking ready to go. I got my penguin nose tonight, way pointier.
So you can go to the grocery store in peace.
Yeah. Do you get recognized a lot?
I would say every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did in New York this past couple weeks, and I never do out here. LA, like never. But New York, like very sporadic, random, like a couple older women. I was like, she's not older, I won't say that, but like 60s.
That's awesome.
I know. I was like, hi.
I'm surprised you don't, because your voice was so recognizable.
I mean, I feel like I'm going to get recognized. I don't know. Sometimes, but it's like weird. Or is people like double taking me, and then I think they don't know if I'm a comedian, or they just like I sold them something at Target.
I saw that on the airport once with Andrew Santino. He was in line. We were getting like Wendy's or something like that, and he was like, "Hey, can you just give me get me this. He gave me some money. He's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I go, yeah. And as he leaves, I see the lady in front of me has his picture up on her phone.
Oh, fuck.
So I don't know what she Googled, but I think that's people, like, they look at him and they're like, I know him. Like, obviously he gets stopped all the time.
Yeah.
But, like, that was so weird. Because I'm
just
like,
to see, like, oh, shit, she figured out who he was.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's amazing. I'm like, God, I'd be paranoid if I was that famous.
I don't ever want to be that famous.
Yeah, I mean, don't you a little bit though?
I mean,
like, sometimes I'm like, I'd be paranoid, but I'd like it a little bit.
I do. Hey, if you recognize me in public, please say something. And it's always, people always recognize me when I'm the ugliest. Like, I'll be like on a layover or something, and I'm sweating, and I should have worn shorts on the plane. The AC turned off, my eyebrows have melted off. It's the morning, and my eyelashes are all scrunched in my face. And then I'm in the lounge, like hoarding a fucking pile of beef. And then some guy's like, "Can I get a photo with you?" And I'm like, right now? I'm like, don't post it. I look like a piece of shit. But whenever I'm like full makeup, no one ever fucking knows who I am. But I see, like, I've seen the way some people get hounded, and it like freaks me out.
Yeah, most people who recognize me are super nice. They'll just be like, hey, Juicy, or they'll say Jetski is one of my nicknames.
Okay.
And then they'll just be like, love you on their show, and then they leave.
Okay, that's nice.
And then that's it.
But I feel like if you're like super like Taylor Swift famous, like that would be like Jennifer Aniston.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this guy just like rammed. You saw this thing how this guy rammed a fucking some psychopath man rammed his car through her gate up in her house in like Bel Air.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, I only saw because Tim Dillon posted
it. Wasn't
but
me.
I was like, it wasn't me. Yeah, sure. You didn't. Yeah, you didn't see that all over the news.
That's
sure.
crazy.
But that's like you can't even go out at that point. Like I want to be able to go to Target. I want to be able to go to fucking Trader Joe's.
I know, but then you have
apples.
like a house in the hills with a gate.
House in the hills with the gate. There's no taco trucks up there. I need to get my tacos late night.
I like walking around. I forget that I am any type of successful famous because I will like okay, this was one of my biggest pet peeves, and I've been doing stuff about things which I hadn't before.
Okay.
You know, I don't care if people like me anymore.
Yeah, there you go. This is yeah.
So like I was in line at Macy's, and I don't know if you've ever shopped at Macy's and checked out, but you never check out fast.
No.
It always takes forever. I don't know what it is there. So I'm in line for a long time. I finally get up to the register, and she's like starting to take my items, and then this guy walks up right in front of me and says, "Excuse me, I was wondering if anyone could help me in the hats." And she goes, "Yeah, 1 second." And she starts walking away.
No.
And I go, in the past I would just stay there, but I go, "Can you help me first since I've been waiting?" And he goes, "Oh, sorry." And I go, "You don't have to be sorry." I was like, "Just wait your turn." And then he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And I go, "You don't have to apologize." And he goes, "I know, I shouldn't have cut in front of you." And I go, "Yeah, it's fine." And he goes, and then it was like quiet. And then he goes, "Yeah, I'm really sorry." And I could tell he wasn't sorry. He just wanted to like get the last word.
Yeah, and you're like, "I said it's okay."
Yeah, I kept saying that. I kept going, "No, it's fine." Just, it's like when I said at one point, I was like, it's like when we're little kids, you know, we're taught to wait our turn.
Said that? Yeah. Oh my God, you wwere spiraling at this point.
Like but I also
God.
Didn't care. I was just like, just wait your turn. But then I left and I go, dude, what if you like put together that's like Juicy from Bad Friends? And then I'm like, I have to be careful. But also, you should just be nice to people.
No, I
went through this whole like thing of like, how do I act in public? Like, I should act the way I would want to act, even if people didn't know who I was.
Yes.
But yeah, lately, if people have been doing something I don't like, I will just tell them instead of internalize.
Yes, and especially things like that where it's like, no, sorry, pal, you've been here for how fucking long waiting?
Yeah, and then I'm like, you just don't be sorry, just don't do it again.
Yeah, I'm realizing I need to calm down on airplanes. I'm getting a little out of control.
Really? Are you? Yeah, because somebody's gonna film you one day. That's
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, which isn't like a good reason only to be nice. But
no, it's not. But I woke up. I got this woman took her shoe and sock off, and her bunion was scratching me.
That is insane.
And instead of saying something, I farted the whole flight, and
You said something through your other mouth.
I farted so bad, and it stunk so bad, and I had so many farts that day. I just kept going. But I was like, instead of doing that, I should have just. It's so gross. I should have just been like, "Hey, that's severely inappropriate. I don't want your fucking bunion on my foot."
Yeah.
But it was like a 6-hour flight, and I was like, just so annoyed by it that my reaction was like, "Fucking take this." I was like so pissed. But I'm like, looking back now, I'm realizing it's childish. But I'm like, especially in airplanes. And then this guy, I was editing a video, and he looked over, and he's like, "Oh, you stand up," and then he shook my hand. He's like, oh, do I know who you are? I'm like, probably not, because you don't know who I am right now. Shakes my hand. It's soaking wet.
Oh my God.
I should have been like, man, why? And I wanted to be like, why'd you shake my hand? And then I had to do the wipey thing right in front of him, because I'm like, are you not noticing this?
Maybe he did know you and was so nervous that he was like trying to be cool.
No. He literally was like, oh, you're editing stand-up? And then I looked at him and I went, uh-huh. And then he went, oh, who's that? I'm like, it's me. I'm editing me. I love when I don't wear, like, I don't have eyeliner on and men are like, oh, that's you. You look like a fucking pig now. What's that? It's like, I don't look that different without a little wingtip. Like, I don't know what these people are looking at.
That's crazy.
It's bizarre. Let's get into your body stuff. I got to get into the bod stuff. Do you have body stuff? Do you have, like, what do you got? Any breaks, accidents?
Oh, yeah, because you're the doctor on this?
I'm the doctor now.
What
Yes.
do you mean?
Yeah. Well, it's called Steph Infection, so it's all about, like, body-related stuff.
Chin hairs are like the thing I'm getting a lot now.
You plucking them?
Plucking them, yeah. Every once in a while I do the shaving with the razor blade thing.
I think I need to get one of those. You shaving the face?
Yeah, they're like
What's it called? I know what you're talking about. They're like little microblading
microblading. I think that's what it's called.
Are you doing it yourself?
Yeah.
Are you doing the whole face, just the chin?
I'll do my whole face. Like get all the peach fuzz off.
Okay, so I need to ask you about this. I'm glad you brought this up. My peach fuzz is out of control, and I saw it. Whenever I see in the car, that sunlight.
When that light hits it a certain way.
I have a beard.
But this is all social conditioning though, because I watched a video of this woman. My friend Katie showed it to me and we were like laughing at it, but it worked. It was this woman who was like talking about how disgusting peach fuzz is and mustaches and like men will never like you. And I was like, I can't believe she's saying all that stuff. But then it did. I started shaving my face like immediately.
Send me the video. Send me the video. I'm actually gonna do a little fucking. I don't ever do those like side by sides again, but I'm like that actually pisses me off.
Yeah,
I have
like
a full
got into
beard
my
and
head.
mustache, and I have a very handsome boyfriend who's hairless. So suck my fucking dick. That pisses me off. I want to do it. Not like, my peach fuzz. I didn't even know I had a fuzzy face until I went on TikTok live, and everyone's like, "Okay, Fozzie." I was like, "Fozzie." I'm like, Jesus, Fozzie the bear. Jesus Christ. I had no clue, but I'm like, only because I saw it's dark hairs. I found a couple like darkies.
I have dark hairs on my chin.
But,
yeah.
Okay, so here's my question. If you did the micro thing, how is it growing back in? Prickly?
No.
Or is it still growing soft?
Still soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried that I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have fucking, like, how your fucking pubes grow back in. Like, you're, like, all of a sudden I have this thick, fucking coarse chin neck hairs. Look like fucking AJ from the Backstreet Boys. I'm like, I don't want to look like this.
No. But you shouldn't start.
Don't start.
Yeah. Because now, like, once I started doing it, I'm like, I have to keep doing
Well, how often are you doing it?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of... Because I was going to go somewhere and do it, have them do it for me first. But then I'm going and paying for this.
But why?
I don't know.
Just to do it?
I mean, it is out of control, and I feel like it's getting...
Only if it makes you feel better, but I think if you don't need to do it, don't do it.
Well, I need to do it. I have my dog's fucking fur on my whole head right now. I need to do it.
It's cute.
Yeah, sure, it's cute. And the problem is, I don't think Jefferson notices these things. And I keep being like, I'm a fuzzy fuzz fuck. And he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, you wouldn't have noticed I didn't say this.
I don't think men care about a lot of the things we
anything.
think they care about.
No, they don't.
Also, who cares?
No, I don't care. I mean, just because they're like black. And I'm like, maybe they shouldn't be black down here. If it was blonde.
Their chin hairs bother me if I can feel them.
Yeah,
because I think a lot, so I'm like always like doing this, and then if I feel one, I lose thought. I lose train of thought.
Tweeze it out.
Yeah, I have to.
I love the way that's your only body thing. You're like, my chin hairs. I'm like, huh, what a privileged life you've led.
I'm pretty healthy.
Are you healthy?
Yeah.
You don't drink, do you?
I stopped drinking 160 days ago.
Oh wow, fuck. Very specific.
I stopped smoking like over a year ago, and I just stopped eating nicotine. Like
okay, that's good.
Ago. Yeah, but I've been like,
how do you feel?
Transforming, you know.
Yeah. Does it feel good? How long were you smoking for?
10 years.
Oh, wow.
Maybe longer.
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
And weed or just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Weed's done too?
Yeah, I used to do, Molly, acid, shrooms. I did a lot of, all the drugs, most of the drugs.
Every drug.
I didn't do heroin.
No, that seems like it's a lot.
Yeah.
I would try it once.
No, they say not even once with that one.
Really?
And meth too. Like you do heroin once and you're like, oh yeah, I could get used to this.
Oh god. Is that the needle though?
Needle. I think you could smoke it.
Yeah, the needle, I don't think I could do more than once. I don't think I should. Now that I'm
No,
thinking of it,
but
the needle, I can't do once.
Sounds like
me
someone
out.
who's never done heroin.
Yeah, I've definitely never done heroin. I'm actually getting kind of grossed out thinking about putting a needle in my arm right now.
You think all these people like needles? It's the heroin that makes them do it.
I know, but I can't get past that. The needle itself, getting in there, nothing will feel that good. The main reason I didn't do Ozempic, I'm scared to do it to myself.
Yeah, but imagine if Ozempic felt like God every time
We'd
you
all be
injected.
we'd all be pretty fucking thin if it did. God damn it. If they put like heroin in Ozempic, oh no.
I would do Ozempic.
We'd all be doing it. God damn it. So you're cool. You went, everything's off. You're done. You're done. No.
Yeah, I'm trying to just like get to know myself better.
Okay.
Because I think that's like where I'm lacking with stand-up right now is like I just want to be more self-aware, and I think it'll make my jokes better and
I think
in my life too.
Yeah. And your life. Let's start with your life. Yeah. Because I feel like the second you become way more in touch with, I think, who you are personally, stand-up just becomes easier.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for because I don't regulate my emotions well.
Okay.
You know, like if I get sad or angry, I will just drink or smoke.
Yeah.
So now I'm like dealing with stuff.
And how does that feel, dealing with it?
I snap at guys at Macy's.
Yeah. I like this side of you, though. This is a fun side. I haven't snapped. Well, I snapped the other day. What I'm talking about. I haven't snapped on like a stranger in a while. Kind of miss it.
I keep wanting to. Like on the hike today, I got to the top of the mountain and it was all rewarding. And then this guy took a business call right behind me. And there's like all this room on the top of the mountain. He's standing right behind me. Like, yeah, sell. I'm like,
you're like,
dude.
I'm going to push you over the fucking mountain and you're going to be fall in a second. What the hell? That might make me go crazy when people on Griffith are walking up with their fucking speaker.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Get ahead, unless you have no holes in your ears for an earplug to go in there. And if you don't have holes in your ears, I'm really sorry, but
they couldn't listen to it. The music
they can't hear anyways because you don't have ears. So maybe fucking, it's really annoying me. That's so rude.
It's so rude. I don't understand if they don't know, if no one ever taught them that's rude, or if they just don't care.
They don't care.
I don't know.
There's no way they care. The amount of this is why I think this is the worst city in the world for putting your blinker on. Because everyone's so far in their own fucking ass, they don't care enough to even let the person behind them know they're coming in. That's my take on it. And I'm like, I just feel like I've never been somewhere where people care less. But that's why I'm like, when I like, the other day I was like hiking and I never take my shirt off. It was so fucking hot and I'm wearing a sports bra, whatever. And I'm like, I've got flub and I'm like, no one's gonna look at me. And not a single person did. So I was like, what do I care? Like everyone's so fucking self-absorbed. It's like whatever. Like whenever I do like stupid videos, people are like always comment, "I can't believe you do this in public." No one's ever once noticed.
Yeah, they probably all read the book I'm reading, where they don't care if people like them. You're speaking. You're being very nice to these self-centered fucking pricks. Like maybe they read this book. Maybe they did. Maybe everyone. But I stopped. Now I'm telling people if I have a problem.
Okay.
Well, are you gonna join me?
I've already been doing this for years.
I feel like you do this.
I don't tell you. Join you. I've been mouthy for my whole fucking life.
Yeah, I'm getting mouthy now. My stepmom's from Jersey. I feel like I'm becoming more like her as I get older.
Did you argue with your parents for long, Korea?
No, I was like very much a peacekeeper, and it was just kind of, they were divorced, so I'd go to a different house every other weekend and different set of rules, so I would just like blend in. Like chameleon,
Yeah, what the heck?
Because I just wanted to stay in line. Keep things easy. There's enough fighting going on without me involved.
Did you fight a lot with boyfriends ever? Or no? Easy peasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would get on like a little arguments and stuff, but I usually like shut down because I didn't know how to articulate like my emotions,
Yeah.
But now I'm like working on myself. Maybe I'll go on date again. No, I'm on Live-In app.
Oh, is that the therapy app thing?
Yeah. I keep talking to some of my friends about it, and they're like, they keep getting targeted. And I'm like,
because my friend keeps talking about it just to try it.
I like it, but
okay.
Yeah, I do want to go to therapy someday, but I can't even get to the dentist. I can't figure out healthcare. Like,
hey,
I'm really bad at that kind of thing.
That makes no sense to me right here. As a Canadian still, it's been 10 years. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
They treat you like dirt. Like, they want you to know you're on basic healthcare plan.
Yeah.
They treat you like you're on it.
I don't understand how if I go to the hospital and I pay $350 a month for Kaiser, how if I go to emergency, I still have to give them $90. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah. I went to the
Doesn't make
dentist
sense.
and they were like, you have to be assigned to this dentist to come here. So I got reassigned, came back, and then they saw me and my insurance covered none of it. And I was like, why?
Like, why am I here?
Yeah, why am I here? And they're like, yeah, well, we take payment plans. And I'm like, all right.
And you're like, okay, well then you reminded me, I got to text my dentist. I ordered Invisalign.
Oh.
Where is it? It's been a
Wait,
month.
it's invisible. You got it.
It's invisible. Is it on right now? Or do I don't know it's there?
It's probably in the mail.
My teeth are fucking moving around. I want them to stop moving. We need the moving to stop. So you've never had like a surgery or like a big operation?
Well, I had my arms broke at different times.
Okay.
My wrists.
Doing what?
Monkey bars and ice skating.
Oh, ice skater.
In the desert.
Okay.
Yeah, Arizona.
You ice skated in the desert?
Yeah, there was a polar ice. We had like an ice rink indoor.
Okay.
Indoor. Yeah.
I would assume. Yeah, I wasn't going to ask any further questions on that. Yeah,
You would have loved where I started stand up. I started stand up at a place in Arizona called the Ice House, and it was a dive bar attached to a hockey rink, and the whole wall behind the bar was a window to the rink.
Oh my
wood paneling.
God.
Yeah.
What? Is it still there?
It's still there, but they don't do comedy there anymore. But I've often thought about like renting it out to film a special there.
You should.
But starting was so cool, stand up, because you would be doing your jokes, and a lot of the parents would be watching their kids in regionals or whatever was playing that day, and like a puck would hit the glass and interrupt your joke. Or, like,
my
a fight would break
God.
out.
I'm going to Arizona in 2 weeks.
You have to go.
I gotta go.
They close really early now, which sucks, but you have to go see the place.
I gotta go see.
And
I can go have a Diet Coke because I'm also not drinking. Well, just for a bit.
Oh, good for you.
Well, it's simply for weight loss.
Good for you. Whatever the reason.
It's the only reason ever is for weight loss. I keep saying that I want to be a bad drunk, so I'd stop drinking forever. But
I lost weight when I stopped drinking.
oh, it fucking flies off. I've lost 5 pounds this week from not drinking.
Yeah, you look great, and it's like what, freshman 15.
It is. I look back on photos of me in college. All I was doing was drinking beer and eating sautéed onions. And I'm like, what was I? I was
Why?
so
Is that
broke.
a Canadian?
No, I was so broke. And I just loved an onion with a little bit of butter. And by a little bit, I mean a whole log. It was
Butter with
disgusting.
onions?
I would put a big chunk of butter in the pan, and I'd cut up a whole onion, a white onion, and I'd saute it, and I'd put it in a bowl.
That's
I'd suck
crazy.
it back. It was disgusting.
And
I was
beer.
so broke. And beer, and then we'd all like get high and share cookie dough.
Does that sound good?
Susan, were you eating your fucking pussy in your ass? I love the way I forgot I have new neighbors. I never told them I do comedy. And we're outside on the way in with their, because they have 2 puppies. And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. My dog's eating her big pussy. And they're like, what? And I was like, oh yeah, I guess. Saying, they were laughing, but I could tell they were like, what the fuck's your problem? I guess when you talk like that, I'm so open with whatever that I'm. Can you not eat your asshole right here, Susan? It's like disgusting. Susan, you just try to moonlight it by licking the tail, but it's Uranus. Yeah, you licked your butt, and it's big. And stop. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Don't act like she's getting abused. This is how I've been talking to her my whole life. She loves it.
No, she's like, my mom won't even let me lick my own asshole.
She licks it all day and night. I woke up last night to her sucking her fucking holes. So Jefferson left last night, and she's not allowed in the bed when he's here. Oh. It's a queen. There's no room. He hogs the fucking bed. I think he's away for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I might surprise him. I might buy a king.
You should.
I'm dying.
You guys
I'm dying.
need a
We
king,
need
yeah.
it. We need it. His body is hogging the whole bed. It's too much. I'm not getting sleep when he's here.
Yeah.
Did you like sleeping with somebody?
And now she's in the bed.
Well, she's in the bed, but she gets hot, so she's on and off, and it's whatever.
That was also, I think, amongst other things, tough on our relationship with my ex was because he's like 6'2" and squing 60 pounds.
Okay,
and we did share a king size bed, but even still, like, does she snuggle with you?
She snuggles.
Yeah, so does Squink. She little spoons me, but she'll like stretch out too. So it's like the one blanket would get
tossed around. Yeah.
And
he let your dog be in the bed?
Yeah, I mean, we both love
yeah,
the dog in the bed.
Yeah.
But it does cause like problems with like your intimacy and like
yes,
yeah.
So, I kick her out whenever we fuck.
Well, that's good.
I have to. She's a fucking sick pig. She's sniffing under the door. She's gross. The amount of times she saw me fuck Tinder trolls too. She's probably traumatized. That's why she's licking her own ass, because she's like, I know what this move is. This is what that disgusting gargoyle did to my mother. Wait, we were talking. Oh, the ice rink. That okay? I want it. That's cool. So wait, you
Ice House Tavern. Yeah, I'll text it to you.
And then you sprained you broke your wrist.
Yeah, this was at Polar Ice, but I fell at like a school function in junior high, broke my wrist.
Oh fuck.
And then years before that, just fell off the monkey bars. Pretty anticlimactic, but
classic. My sister, same thing. Classic. Yeah. No big rashes, nothing.
No, but so when I was like 18, I went to the skin doctor because I had like a problem on my scalp, and they were looking at it and they said it was just dandruff. But it was like I think it was like a lot. Like I had eczema or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would.
So they prescribed me like Head and Shoulders.
That's it.
That's it. But when I was there, they saw this blue mark on my index finger, and they were like, "How long have you had that?" And I said, "My whole life." When I was a kid, I got slammed in a car door, and it was just permanently blue. And they go, "Well, are you sure?" I go, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And they go, well, if you're not sure, we should do a biopsy because it could be a rare disease that will kill you. And
they said that?
Yeah.
This is insane.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And they go, if you need to do it. And I go, no, it's not new. I've had it my whole life.
Yeah.
And they go, if you were my daughter, I wouldn't let you leave here today without getting this procedure. And I go, no, it's fine. And I left, and then another doctor stopped me, got on his knee, and said the same thing. If you were my daughter, I wouldn't.
Got on his knee? What? Where is this place? This is crazy.
It was crazy. So I felt like I had no choice. So I did the biopsy, and they numbed my whole finger. And they were like, they put a needle through the nail to like grab a sample.
Oh, it's through the nail.
Through the nail.
Oh, fuck.
And so I didn't feel anything, but they took a sample. Now this nail grows back all weird. It's like my witch's finger. Like it grows like crooked. That's why I always get my nails done.
And what did they say? What was it? Nothing.
$200 or something. I don't know. That's why I hate doctors.
No, that's fucked up.
Because that happened to me like 18. Also, there was a lot of my parents, like, because they were divorced, I was never on their insurance plan. Like, they were always like, you should be on your mom's insurance plan. And my mom was like, no, you should be on your dad's. And we could never figure it out.
So annoying.
So I'm going to my first, like, doctor's appointment. Like, if I do, like, woman exam at Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
But I'm going to, like, my first actual doctor's appointment ever. On my birthday this year. That was the only opening they had was on my birthday.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we'll see.
This is what obsesses me about American healthcare. That's like so wild. Have you ever had a PAP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love them.
They're my favorite. That's why I'm asking. So you gotta get a PAP. You gotta get back in there. Well, they kept saying like, out here you're supposed to get one every 4 years. I'm like, once a year. Once a fucking year, get your fucking pussy looked at because you could have irregular cells. They fucking happen quickly. Shit goes on down there.
Yeah, they say like you should go to the gyno once a year, but the pap smears, they used to be once a year, but now they're like...
Yes, and
I thought it was just me. I thought they were like, no, you're good.
They're like, yeah, like, you're $200. No, I really don't know what that is. Again, I'm not a doctor, even though you think I am. I'm not a doctor, but I, as a woman who's had HPV... and got the cancerous cells, I believe that every woman should be going at least once a year to get it fucking scooped around in there.
Yeah.
Get it looked at. They scoop you. They use a little tiny scooper. I can't believe a doctor got down on his knee, and it's so bizarre.
It was weird behavior, and so I really don't trust doctors. Planned Parenthood, it's like, obviously they don't charge you. You go in, they'll help you out. So I feel like they are doing it as a service, but... like you have to find a good doctor you trust because like most of them I feel like they look at me like a dollar sign and and so I get really nervous.
No, they are. I think I have one doctor at Kaiser who I really like. She's like normal and I like her, but I'm like a woman. Male doctor.
I know I like only a woman doctor.
No, I'm not having this man muck around that's perverse.
Yeah.
The hell, the amount of times I've had my ass fingered by some strange man in urgent care. For hemorrhoids, not just for no reason. I was like, can you put your finger in my ass? Thank you. I've been having no luck on Tinder these days. Can I get a little fishing around back there?
I don't care if my insurance doesn't cover it.
Yeah, I don't care. Just put your fucking thumb in my ass. That's, oh God, I can't think about it. I haven't been, when am I was doctor last? I had this skin thing again. My skin, my rash is finally gone down. I did Heather McMahon's cruise. Adam Ray was on it. Becky Robinson is very fun. But
sick.
I was in the sun again for a second, and I got these like crazy rashes all over me, and now I have
sunburns.
Really bad. No,
I was like, are you calling rash?
No, I'll show you. They're not sunburns.
I've been sunburned almost my whole life, to be honest, from Arizona.
When I show you this, you're not gonna love it. That's what happens to my body.
Whoa, blisters?
Yeah. So Ross, you want to zoom in? That is my ass. You see the hairiness on it. Oh my god, that's too much hair. That what happens is I get this raised. That's all on my stomach. This raised thing, and then it comes so raised, and then all those turn into little mini blisters.
Oh my god, they look like burns.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd-degree burns. And now,
does it hurt like a burn?
It hurts so fucking bad. And I had that for 2.5 weeks, and now my
is that a mark?
No, that's my birthmark, but I do have one right over there. I have that's the scar. That's the scar's there. That was the last time I got it, but now I have to use this like Moderna scar cream that I use, and it doesn't work fully. So I have to get this I have this really expensive. It's like $100 for a small thing. It's like a pigment. It pigments your skin. I put that on to get it to go back to my skin color. Because it doesn't matter what I put on it. It doesn't matter how I prevent it. I didn't go in the sun this time. I think it's like salt water and heat combo.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I want to go on a vacation, but I can't be on a fucking beach or near beach.
That sucks.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
No, I'm fucked.
Yeah, no, my aunt has like aloe vera plants, and they have the same house their whole lives. So every time for my birthday, my dad would take me and the kids to Sunsplash with the water park.
Okay.
And he'd always return us back, like my cousins, to my aunt's house, bright red, all sunburnt, and she'd cut the aloe vera plants
and put on you because like Arizona's hot as fuck. Because you're so fine. You're so light skin.
Yeah, but I burn so easy.
Yeah, okay.
I think I have a burn on my shoulder now from hiking, but I try to do sunscreen.
Oh yeah, you gotta sunscreen it up. Arizona's so fucking hot.
Well, I'm worried. Like I do have good genes, but I'm worried that once I go to the doctor on the 4th, they're gonna be like, "Okay, there's a lot of things wrong with you."
No, if you're feeling fine, you're like, there's no lumps. Like, do you ever check your boobs?
Yeah, like a lot.
You're like, that's why I was late.
I'm just kidding.
I look, but I feel, but sometimes I'm like, there's already feels like there is lumps in there, anyways.
Yeah, there are like lymph nodes.
Yeah,
like I don't know. I have to let the doctor decide.
No. There's you. I think you would know. I'm just like feeling myself up right now. I'm like, Jefferson would know. No, I don't know if he would know. No guy's like feeling for them. They're like honking.
That's gross if they're doing it clinically.
Ew. I had a guy massage my tits once, and I thought he was doing it like to be hot.
Yeah.
And then he was like doing a clinical massage. Ew. And it hurt so bad.
That's really weird.
Yes, it was. I absolutely hated it.
You have to like say you're role playing.
Yeah. And I was like, ow. He's like, yeah, you carry a lot of weight around here. I'm like, yeah, they're my jugs.
Do you know the Blake Lively stuff before we Rob too?
No.
The Blake Lively, like she's getting all this hate for people thinking she's like mean in the industry. There's a lot of drama going on around her. And she just came out with this new movie and Another Simple Favor. No. Okay, so it's a sequel to a movie called A Simple Favor.
Okay.
But they say Steph Infection in it.
Huh.
And I think you should go with the Blake Lively drama and accuse
I
her of stealing your partner.
I am about to accuse Blake Lively of stealing my podcast. Do they use it as what? As a podcast name?
Because the character's name is Steph, and she's being mean, and it's like a joke where she's like...
Oh, but she's not like starting a podcast calling it that.
No.
I would come for Blake Lively. I'd be like... Look, listen, my 400 fans, my 0 sponsors, I will pay whatever it takes in lawyer fees. I've had this podcast for 4 years. I've copyrighted it. Wink. I don't know if I have.
She says
I have a
something
sign, Blake Lively. I think someone DM'd me this, being like, there's something... I'm going to have to find the DM now.
I'm like, I'm sure somebody messaged you about it because I was watching it. And then I heard that Steph Infection. I go, oh no. Blake Lively did it again.
Blake Lively.
Making enemies left and right.
I don't like fighting with women, but I will.
That's all she's doing is attacking other women.
She is? Well,
I don't know.
I'll come for you. Wait, what's the worst body thing you've ever heard? Like something that's like so gross, some bad story you heard that's like scared you. It's like stayed with you.
I'm trying to think.
Some Arizona tale. Some guy burning his lips off.
I know. I was thinking like Arizona is a lot of people just die every year from heat exhaust.
Oh God.
But that's not very funny.
Yeah, well, it doesn't be funny, but just like something that like, you always kept with you, like a horror story of some like bad accident or something.
Oh, I don't know, cars stopping and things impaling, that kind of stuff freaks me out.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Parasites, like worms.
Yeah.
Freak me out.
I just saw some, I don't know, I'm on a bad algorithm right now with all these berries. I love blackberries. And then some video of this like big worm coming out the middle of it. I'm like, the middle of it.
Of the blackberry?
Yes.
A tiny one?
A tiny
berry?
like a little tiny blackberry and this big long worm. I'm like, do I have to cut open blackberries now?
Yeah.
No. What am I saying? Cutting grapes soon? This is crazy.
Yeah, that kind of stuff freaks me out.
But you don't have like a crazy, like one specific story where you're like, this is terrifying. You don't have to.
I know, I can't really think of it. I think that kind of stuff probably scares me so much, I've just never thought about it.
Yeah. No, it's best to keep some of the things people tell me on this podcast have like ruined my life. Some of the eyeball things. My mom just told me this is so fucking gross. She was something was like itching her for a couple of days. Her eye. She's like, something in my eye. I can't feel it. And then took like one of those zoomed up mirrors, those makeup mirrors, and she's like, oh, it's a hair. Pulled a hair out. And it was like wrapped around her eyeball twice. This like long hair.
Yeah.
Ew. Can you imagine my mom's hair is long.
Yeah.
Just wrapped around the ball. Like and then she's like, it felt so good playing. I'm like, I would throw up. That feeling of a hair unraveling around your eyeball is so fucked up.
You know what's really disgusting that reminds me of? My dog eats a lot of grass.
Uh-huh.
You probably know where I'm going with
I know
this.
exactly where you're going.
But there's been about 3 times in the last 5 years I've had her where I have to like get the poop bag and pull the grass out of her ass.
Oh yeah.
And
like the long grass
she'll just sit there in the squat position like,
and then you're like,
and then I'm like, what's going on?
fuck.
And then I look and there's like one tiny blade of grass sticking out. And I had to get the
God.
glove on and pull it out like a clown, like scarves.
Oh, and
it
it's
just
like,
keeps going.
oh, fuck. And you must, because your hair's long, your hair must get wrapped on her shit sometimes. Does that ever happen? If she like eats a clump of hair, I'll have to like, pull the hair out.
She's not eating clumps of my hair.
She's just, why do you think Susan's obese right now? She's eating hair, she's eating muck, she's eating grass. Well, I have something that's going to scare you, and I should warn all dog owners, especially in Los Angeles this time of year. Do you know what foxtails are?
Oh yeah, those little
the little
plants that look like foxtails.
They're like little, and I'll show you the way out.
Yeah.
Because they're very harmful to dogs.
Yeah, I've heard that.
If they sniff them, they can go in their brain and they open up. And it's a little sharp thing, and you can't get them out, and they die.
What happens to them? Like
they die.
Like,
I don't know, but all I know is she got one in her paw once, and it puffed up so bad they had to like surgically remove it.
Why are they all over the city?
And why is no one fucking cutting their goddamn lawns? Cut your fucking lawns and they die. Like that's it. You cut them once, they're gone. It's this time of year.
Yeah,
they're here, so they're all over. So when you come back in from walking your dog now, check the paws every time.
I'm gonna go around town and start killing them. You call me the foxtail killer.
Hey, Juicy's got a new nickname.
Foxtail killer.
Well, I was getting so pissed because there's so many around here. I was gonna take I was trying to find some chemical I could put in a spray bottle.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's not harmful to animals. I can like spray because it's like this is people don't realize. And like I'm trying to tell neighbors on here. I'm like, a lot of them they speak Spanish, and I'm like, it's hard to be. I'm like, these are bad, and they're like, what? I'm like, I don't know. And then I look crazy.
Muerto.
What does that mean?
The dog dead.
Okay. I was not going around and saying the dog dead to these people. They're going to be like, what the fuck? This crazy woman just screaming the dog's dead.
Holding a foxtail.
I'm like, dead. And they're all like, ah. Like,
Muerto.
I got attacked by wasps a couple weeks ago, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs. And I was like, there's these 2 Armenians who are like, oh, and then they started running. I'm like, we're all running now for no reason. You don't know why the fuck I'm running.
One time my friend Janelle was walking around the lake, and she saw this this guy was like across the lake fishing, and some other people were like playing. She's just walking around the perimeter, and this giant bug like snatched into her back, like I don't know what if it bit her or landed on her, and she was freaking out, so she started running. But the more she was running, the more it was like clamping into her skin.
Oh God.
And the guy was like yelling, and so it kind of made her run more because she was scared of the guy. And then she realized that the guy was yelling because it was his fishing line that got caught in her back.
Oh my God. Ew. Fuck. Ew, that would be so gross.
Yeah.
That's so insane. That's like
we laughed for like 3 days about that.
Oh, how about you rip the skin out?
Yeah, like she stopped and she got it out, and it was like bad a little bit. It wasn't as bad as you'd think, but it was more of the fear of like she thought this bug, like the more she ran, the more it was pulling.
Yeah. And it's oh my God. He's like, no. And she's like, ah.
She's like screaming around the lake.
Oh my God. That's a nightmare of mine. Whenever like somebody, because I'm such a klutz too. I always trip on shit and I always fucking weird things are happening. anytime anyone would go like this at my cottage, like on the dock, I would turn my head because I'm so scared of like getting hooked in my lip or something.
Oh yeah.
Or like
yeah, teeth.
That's a nightmare.
Losing my teeth, my hair, like that stuff would freak me out. I think.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Hey, you can lose your tooth and Joel Jimenez will still love you.
He'll still work with me.
He'll still, I'll tell you right now, that guy, she had no tooth every time I met her. I couldn't believe it.
Either.
Years ago. I just moved here. It was like literally 10 years ago.
It's so funny. Joel and I obviously were just friends, but Robbie Hoffman, the other day we were leaving our show, and she's, Robbie?
Yeah, Robbie's a very good friend of mine. She lived here for a bit. We were roommates.
Oh yeah, Robbie was like
demented.
Why don't you guys date? You guys should date. And then like we're driving off, and I could hear her talking to everyone around, like, wouldn't they make a great couple?
Yeah. You're like, can't we just be friends?
It's just funny that hearing it even after we left.
Yeah. No, she's probably still talking about it right now.
Yeah,
I could call her right now. She's like, Jetski Johnson. Joel Jimenez. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for doing the pod.
Thanks for having
I
me.
have a quick hour. Look at this. Exactly an hour. I'm in and out like Fiddler's Elbow. Tell everybody where they can find you.
JetskiJohnson.com and Jetski Johnson on social media.
There it is.
Yeah.
And
see me on the road.
Yes, go see her live on the road, and the new show at the Comedy Store.
Yes, Offbeat.
If you're in LA, go see it, and then maybe one day I'll be playing drums.
You will be. That'll be awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Bye.